This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
Place as it had when he passed the group's brutal BUDS training program 28 years earlier. For the son of a retired Navy frogman, the precursor to the SEALs, and a former Eagle Scout from central Massachusetts who enlisted in the Navy after graduating from high school, the White House ceremony must have been awe-inspiring. Yet, as he stood in front of senior Pentagon officials, Navy admirals, both active and retired, and several living Medal of Honor recipients, Slabinski appeared humble. He smiled sheepishly as President Trump introduced him and his family, including his son who sat just across from him in the first row. Slabinski looked every part the American hero. Slabinski's distinguished career in the SEALs came to an end 4 years earlier when he retired as a Command Master Chief, a rank of E9. He spent much of his career with the Naval Special Warfare Development Group, called DevGru, and known by everyone as SEAL Team 6, where he'd been a sniper before rising to become a senior leader. In that time, he completed 15 combat tours and took home 5 Bronze Stars with a V device for valor, denoting heroism on the battlefield. He was a charismatic leader whose stature at SEAL Team 6 and the broader SEAL community led to his helping write the SEAL ethos that codified the Navy SEAL culture. His email signature read, "Strength and Honor." "Today we pay tribute to Brit's heroic service," President Trump said, "and proudly present him with our nation's highest military honor. I would go so far and say our nation's highest honor." The Medal of Honor is, in fact, the highest award for military service. Initially established by the Navy during the Civil War, the award was quickly adopted by the Army to honor the battlefield bravery of enlisted and volunteer soldiers who fought for the Union. Signed into law by President Lincoln, the Medal of Honor could be awarded to officers as well. More than 40% of the almost 3,500 awards come from the Civil War, and more than half of the awards since World War II have gone to service members who died on a battlefield. Some view awards with skepticism in the military, as imperfect artifacts of a culture that does not know how to value their labor. But when it comes to the Medal of Honor, most Americans have reached something of a consensus. The recipients are the closest thing our society has to heroes. President Trump continued his remarks, addressing Slabinski and his surviving teammates, some of whom looked on from the audience. "You waged a fierce fight against the enemies," the president said. "Through your actions, you demonstrated that there is no love more pure and no courage more great than the love and courage that burns in the hearts of American patriots. We are free because warriors like you are willing to give their sweat, their blood, and if they have to, their lives for our great nation." Slabinski stood silently in front of a framed Medal of Honor flag, blue with 13 white stars. The president spoke for him. "Brit wants the country to know that for him, the recognition he is about to receive is an honor that falls on the whole team, on every American warrior who fought the forces of terror on that snowy Afghan ridge. Each of them has entered the eternal chronicle of American valor and American bravery. Brit, we salute you, we thank God for making you a United States SEAL. We love our Navy SEALs." Slabinski looked out at the audience, his blue eyes frequently coming back to his son just in front of him. A military aide to the president read the citation aloud. It credited Slabinski for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty while serving in Afghanistan. In the early morning of 4 March 2002, the citation reads, Slabinski led a SEAL Team 6 reconnaissance element to its assigned area atop a 10,000-foot snow-covered mountain. Their insertion helicopter was suddenly riddled with rocket-propelled grenades and small arms fire from previously undetected enemy positions. The crippled helicopter lurched violently and ejected one teammate onto the mountain before the pilots were forced to crash land in the valley far below. Slabinski then led his remaining team on a rescue.